Good soul to everyone. I'm Professor Julio Rezende for the persons that are watching the first time our presentations from Habitat Marte. I'm based in Brazil, and in this case, we are the main stations. The main station is one of the facilities operating in the Mars in a Mars habitat. Okay, in a future Mars habitat. Okay, let's see here. In this case, we are inviting everyone to imagine a station on Mars. This station on Mars presents 7 facilities: the launch center, the main station, the health facility, the greenhouse, sanitation center, engineering facility, and also the power station. Also connected to the power station, we have the solar farm and also the kilopower. It's a nuclear plant energy. Okay, uh, let's go. In this case, I'll be talking about the main station as the director or the commander from main station. Okay, and this presentation will be exploring 5 dimensions. We'll be talking about the internal design, the management, the applied technologies, the protocols, and the spin-offs. Okay. First of all, we'll be talking about the internal design, how this facility would be designed and operated. In this case, we are proposing an innovation based not only in one facility, in one model, but in 3 models. These 3 models connected. Also, we are proposing something new for you, not a circular shape, but a hexagonal shape. These hexagonal shapes would be interesting because would be more easy to connect the different facilities. And this also was a proposal of a architecture student in Brazil called Mariana Guerra, and she proposed 3 models connected. The first model call it alpha, the second model call it beta, and the third model call it gamma. In this case, the model alpha is for resting and relaxing. The model beta is for entertainment and dining, and the third model, the model gamma, is operating as a control center and support operations for entire station. Okay, in this case, in the first model, in the alpha model, it's presented bedrooms and study rooms and restroom. The beta model is presenting kitchen, dining room, living room, entertainment area, also the gym. In the third model, the model gamma is for mission control, training, and research room. Okay. In this case, in the main station, the alpha model presents some 14 bunks. In this case, in the entire station, we are considered a number of in maximum 28 astronauts. In this case, the 28 astronauts normally they sleep in the main station. Okay, in this case, we have 14 bunks and 28 beds for the astronauts. Okay, distributed in the 3 levels of. It's important to mention that each model presents three floors. In this case, the 14 bunks would be distributed between these these 3 levels, these 3 floors. Okay. Also, something important is cultivated plants aboard. And some reasons about cultivated plants is some reasons are evaluates the air quality, bring nature to space habitats, also related to psychological well-being, less stress and more health and well-being. Also, possibility of vegetables productions bring practicity and easiness to prepare the fresh meal, and also they operate the concept of pick and eat. Okay, and also be helpful to meditation. Okay, everything happening in the main station. These are some concepts of dormitory and also the beds and bunks. Also, this very similar to the about we can see in the hostels, okay, worldwide. Also need to reflect what are the best ways to deliver content if we are using the books, physical books or digital books. In this case, about the use of physical books, we are considering the available terabytes of informations from books, music, and videos. Okay, about the second model, the beta model is a model when we have the kitchen, the dining room, the living room, and the gym. This case, here are some photos, some possible concepts. Also, these are proposals done by Michael Lowry in Kitely virtual environment. Okay. Also, the kitchen, something interesting is supposed to be, we have a fresh food, some plants like basil or other spices to be used to prepare the meal. Also, these are photos from a robot just available in the market uh, that would be useful to prepare the meal. Also, a concept of dining room and also the gym. Okay, it's very important for the health of astronauts. A daily practice of physical exercise, workouts. Okay. The third model, the gamma model, is operational room when we have the research room, training room, and also mission control. These are some photos about how would be the systems to operate and manage the station. Also, you can see the panels from Apollo missions, shuttle missions, and also more recently the Dragon capsules of SpaceX. In the situation with the less perspective, you can see like a computer very similar to the computer screens when it's possible to control many functions of the ship. And this is supposed to be the same technology or similar technology to control the station on Mars. Okay, visualizing many different systems important to understand the operation of the station. In this case, from the control center, also is very important different systems to manage and to control the communication. In these cases, it's important we have the information from greenhouse, power station, health center, and sanitation center. These are this slide is very interesting because you can see many different aspects controlled from main station. In this case, we need to know about the greenhouse, how is the operation and the production of vegetables, and these vegetables will be used to produce the meal for astronauts. And every day you need to know what are the vegetables produced in the greenhouse, okay? And also all the aspects. About the health, we need to know about how is the conditions of health of astronauts. Some probably the astronauts will be using like wearables when it's possible to know daily how is the health condition of astronauts. Also, it's very important we know about the operation of power station, how much energy is generated from power station, how is the consumption from the specific facilities on Mars station. Also, we consider the sanitation center the main, maybe is the main facility on the Mars station, because it's like the lung and is like the heart of the station, because it's the place where is generated the air, the oxygen for astronauts, and also is the place where the water is recycled. In this case, it's very important from the main station. We know how much water is generated, how much water is consumed in the station, if it's necessary save water or not. Also about the air, the quality of the air, and also the production of oxygen. And these are critical information that we need to know from the sanitation center. Okay, it's very important. Also, we need to control from the main station. Need to know about some informations about the interior operations, and also from the exterior, like how is the weather, the temperature, the lightning, if it's happening a wind or those storm, how are the conditions to operate extravehicular activity, if it's happening extravehicular activity with astronauts outside from the station. We need to know the levels of oxygen and energy and other aspects. Okay, if also in the main station we have a research room, important to do analysis from the space suit garment. Okay, if it's done measured by regolith particles, also operates the soil analysis and other exams. Now I'll be talking about our second topic of this presentation about the applied technologies. In this case, in the kitchen, you need to have oven, fridge, entertainment area, virtual reality headsets, also a spy hydro message, uh, uh, also disco lighting. Also from control center, we need to have communication technologies, antennas, and sensors. Some possible resources to generate in situ or transported from Earth. In this case, almost everything will be transported from Earth. Also, some utensils will be 3D printed on main station, and part of food will be produced in Mars greenhouse, and other part transported from Earth. Now I'm talking about management. We imagine in terms of organizational structure, uh, like 4 positions: the commander, the executive chief, the chef, and a general assistant. In this case, 4 astronauts. The commander will be an astronaut with a multidisciplinary background, someone from management or industrial engineering, a high capacity of leadership, intercultural competence, high personal resilience. Some duties are control the extravehicular activities and rovers integrated with engineering center, propose routines and operational protocols, provide guidance to avoid the risks, also conduct educational activities in training astronauts, also preparation for EVAs, also coordinate daily communication routines with NASA, ESA, and Israel, and other space agencies from Earth, and also with control centers, also communication with facilities, with crew, sometimes the communication with specific astronauts in the station. The executive chief is an engineer or information technology specialist or psychologist, someone to monitor all operations, keep all facilities running, monitor routine maintenance, organize a specific operation and responsible astronauts, coordinate training, organize specific operation, and stimulate self-sustainability related to observe self-organization, self-maintenance, self-fixing, and alerting all other astronauts. The third position is very interesting position is a chef. The chef is supposed to be a cooker, a cuisine chef, or a nutritionist or gastronomer. Some duties from the chef are to define the menu, the meals, food logistics, also prepare food preparation, waste disposal, cleaning, organization, maintenance, and repair procedures, assess the team's nutritional requirements, plan the availability of food, and define the feeding shifts. Uh, this is a photo from the movie The Matrix. In this photo, showing the Neo, the character Neo from Keanu Reeves, and he's in this situation. He's complaining because all days is the same meal. He's inside the Nebuchadnezzar ship. He's complaining because it's not different in interesting meals. Also, this was an interesting discussion brought by Dr. Simon Proctor, the astronaut in one of our missions. In this case, these images show it to bring some reflections about the importance we have an interesting view to the astronauts. In this case, the meal in the future space station, we combine the pre-prepared meal transported from Earth and also the food produced on Mars. In this case, we have here the photos from some lettuce and also the basil and pepper. Okay. In this case, the future space exploration will have the combinations from about food transported from Earth and also food produced on Mars. The fourth position is an assistant. It's supposed to be an engineer, information technology technician, a psychologist, an artist. This astronaut will, some duties are emphasize the team well-being, food management, support the chef, coordinate the organizations of dormitory and the gym, and also manage laboratory tools and apply psychological service. Some topics of training for astronauts are related to new skills based on situations identified on Mars, also systems operation, new technologies, positions and tests of each astronauts and simulations. Here we have different videos found in YouTube, also related to resources necessary for 1 week. In this case, it's important to remember that we are simulating 1 week or 10 days of about we under a threat of a virus in the Mars station, and you need to calculate how much food is necessary for the astronauts. In this case, we are considering one kilo of solid food for the astronauts and also 4 liters to drink. Also 2.5 liters to be added in the freeze-dried food, and also 2 liters to the bath of astronauts. About some guidelines to be provided to other facilities from the main station. The main stations provide some guidance to other facilities related to daily routines and schedule activities, health occupation, health environment and safety guidelines, how to maintain plants in specific space habitats, also about harmony and collaboration, also related to how to let astronauts comfortable about to be in space, stimulus for cooperation, innovation, creativity, also emphasize the team's well-being, also stimulate self-sustainability. Okay, these are some guidelines that we imagine that the main station would provide to other facilities. Now, the fourth part of my presentations are related to protocols. In this case, we can see a protocols for harmony and good relationship, protocols to deal with stress, to organize the room, to plant maintenance, to infrastructure maintenance protocols. And I'd like to propose 2 more protocols. One protocol related to how to save energy and how to save water. And also, this mission is related about, we think, how to deal with about water management. Some protocols to safety and health are related to hygiene protocols, also wearable data collection, also health data collection for saliva, blood, feces, and urine, also protocols to deal with psychological balance and emergencies, and protocols simulations to deal with accidents. About the entertainment inside the main station, we would celebrate birthdays and parties, also about important national days like Diwali and Holi from India, also Dia de los Muertos from Mexico, Carnival from Brazil, Halloween from United States, Christmas, New Year's, and other dates. Also, it's supposed to be happening inside the main station, a spa day, also the use of board games, also yoga and workouts and mindfulness protocol, also content suggestions based in terabytes of music, movies, and books. These are in main station. We would be operating a vertical garden. For this, it's important a protocol for cultivation, a protocol for maintenance and detection of adjustments, also the harvesting, also protocol for rotation, also for best time for irrigation, male, female flower pollination, plant cycle, and okay. And about the 3D printing, it's the first the first image is showing a, a 3D printer using clay to print some ceramics utensils. In this case, for Mars, we consider that a very interesting activity is supposed to be the printing of some utensils using the Mars regolith. Okay. Also, we suppose we will be using the plastic filament. Also, this is an example of 3D clay 3D printer, and also the use of metal powder. Okay. Okay. In this case, for the 3D printing of some utensils, we are imagining the possibility about to print plates and mugs and also balls. Okay. For this is important. We have a very complete CAD project. Okay. Also imagine the product degradation and recycling protocol when the discarded items are ground down to particles. Also, ground plastic are further refined to smaller particles in a blender. And then the small particles are melted and stirred into a plastic filament for 3D printing. And after this happens the additive manufacturing printing process with recycled filament. Now, the last part of my presentations is about the spin-offs. The spin-offs are some possible technologies operating on a space station that is supposed to be applied to our daily life on Earth. In this case, now during 2021 and 2022, it's just operating a lot of experiments related to technologies for sleep. In this case, is a kind of experiment useful to drain the blood because on the space, great part of the blood will stay in the head, bring some difficulties and health emergencies. In this case, it's important. We have some machines and utensils to help to in the circulation of the blood for the health of astronauts. Okay, and this is kind of gadget recently tested. It's supposed to be interesting for the future, also space travel, and also to be operating on Mars. Also, now it's just operating the production of food inside of International Space Station. This is equipment called VEGI. Okay, and this technology certainly will be transported to Mars too, and also some technologies for learning like the new kinds of headsets. Also, it's important technologies for the water saving. This is a equipment aboard of International Space Station responsible for urine recycling. Also, technologies for energy saving, like the ground when you are walking is generating energy, and also technologies for recycling like a blender. Okay. Also, guidelines to be applied to our daily life on Earth. We can see the astronauts working the main station would be talking to Earth about health, environment, and safety guidelines. They will be talking about mental well-being and also health occupancy, also daily routines and guidelines, and also about a recycling mindset. And related to how the operation of main station, how the main station will be impacting sustainable development goals. We can see many aspects, many possibilities of impacts. Also, what you are talking are very related to health and well-being is goal 3. Also, what we are talking is very related to quality education because we are training the astronauts and bringing new competencies to the astronauts. Also about the women and men balance. In this case, the gender equality, if the main station we are imagining for astronauts to operate the main station, maybe it would be 2 astronauts, two girls and 2 men's in the main station, okay? And also, one very important topic is about water saving. This is also one of the main goal of this mission is reflect about how we would reflect about the water management. Okay. Also, in one lesson and one last slide, we'll talk more about, and you can imagine the importance to save water, also save energy. The goal 7. Also, the recycling and sustainability mindset connected to goal 12. The goal 16 is related to management, the importance of manage from the main station, and also the importance of partnership, the goal 17. When, because we are imagining that in the main station we would have astronauts from many different nationalities, and how we can imagine the importance of collaboration of different international space agencies to bring all these astronauts together, working together in this future Mars settlement. Also related to clean water, is very important to communication, education about water saving. Also, we have the procedures and techniques and protocols, also treatment and storage technologies, also habits and behavior, and also protocols of maintenance, okay? In this case, these are my contact on Twitter and Instagram. Also, I am present uh, in LinkedIn, okay? In this case, thanks so much for your attention. Now I stop in my presentation, and thanks so much.